Yo, Rap here from Bfbc Bootcamp in Dumfries. I just wanted to do this quick video for you today just to run through and clear up a few things. I put a post up on my Facebook page the other day and I spoke about different ways to lose fat loss, or different ways to attain fat loss and lose fat. So for example, drinking more water, consuming more protein, eating more vegetables, exercising more, cutting all processed food, all that shite. I got tons of mail back from it through emails, private messages and on the group Facebook page. And I got one specific one. I just want to clear this up because it was a really good reply from a obviously knowledgeable guy. And I've just got my laptop here, so I'm just going to read out exactly what it said. This fella said, on your status you're saying to have a source of protein with every meal to lose fat. Don't you think eating eggs, poultry, fish and meat isn't actually that good for you? Good question. It doesn't contain fibre, so it would stay in your colon for longer. Chickens are also fed soy, which makes the meat not suitable for human consumption. Very good point. Also, animals get fed hormones and antibiotics, which then transfers to our system. Also, the pH level of meat is acidic, while humans thrive in an alkaline environment. I would recommend to increase the intake of sweet fruit as they're more nutrient dense and natural to our body. It's easy to make monomeals out of sweet fruit too. What is your response to this? And it's a damn, it's a damn good insight. He's got a great insight into different things that work in the body. And I just wanted to clear this up, so I'm just going to go through it point by point. So the first thing he mentioned was on your status about a source of protein. Don't you think eggs, poultry, fish, and meat is actually good for you? They don't contain any fibre and they stay in the colon longer. Here's the thing with protein. Yes. They stay in the colon longer, they don't contain fibre. This is why we eat fibrous vegetables. This is why we use more fibre through vitamins and minerals and other means in our diet. And the protein is simply there to repair muscle tissue. It also suppresses hunger, so it's another great tool for fat loss. The next point that he'd mentioned was chickens are fed soy, which makes the meat non-suitable or not suitable for human consumption. Again, this is partly true. Chickens are fed soy unless they're free range. Free range chickens are not fed soy, and soy is you can get good forms of it, but a lot of bad forms of it are pretty much genetically modified and are produced very cheaply. Hence the reason they're in lots of protein shakes and other sports supplements, because it's really cheap to buy and supply, and you can load supplements with it and make a high profit margin from it. So that's why soy is contained in a lot of these drinks. So again, if you're going for an organic option, then that would take away the whole unfit for human consumption, should we say. The next part, also animals get fed hormones and antibiotics, which then transfers to our system. Again, this is only partly true. Basically what he's getting at here is he's aware that any animals that are fed, you can hear my dog barking in the background, they're having a little bit of an argument. Just ignore my little dog barking, she's been an asshole. Give me 2 seconds. Tyra, come here. That's my crazy little dog. Do you want me to show you her? Here she's here. Come here. This is a culprit. She's scary, isn't she? She's scary. Okay, she's trying to fight with her mum. Let's run through the rest of it. So basically, let's take a cow for example. If you've got a cow in a field, it eats the grass. The problem happens when the grass gets sprayed with pesticides. When it gets sprayed with pesticides, it's just a chemical, a big pink chemical. It gets sprayed all across the grass amongst other things. That's not the main problem really. That takes it away from being organic, but that's not really the main problem. But you do have that because the cows are then eating it. The next problem is that and it's not just cows, other animals as well, sheep and what have you, they're then fed grain to speed things up, if you like, to bulk up a whole lot quicker and create this cycle of animal to plate scenario to create it a whole lot quicker, so that there's more money and what have you made. This is why you have farmers and organic farmers. And I feel for farmers who can't produce organic because they don't get subsidised and blah blah blah, so it's a difficult one. But I'm not going to get into the legislations and stuff of it and let's all have a farmer debate and everything. This is simply just about the food. So basically what happens is when let's take the cow again for example, when it's fed the grain, it inflames their intestinal wall, it causes inflammation. They are then given antibiotics and hormones to reduce that inflammation. and then they continue to just go through that cycle of eating more grass and eating more grain and so on, so on, so on, so on. That's not organic meat. Organic meat would just simply be grass-fed and nothing else. Nothing sprayed on the grass, no grain fed to them. So again, the guy's right to a certain degree, but again, if you go organic, that doesn't happen. His next point, he'd mentioned about the meat being acidic. And again, this is a good point. All meat is acidic, or not all meat, but most of meat is acidic. And the thing with it is you're always going to get, in terms of an acid and an alkaline level, the human body thrives in an alkaline environment, and this is true. However, it depends what you're looking for. As far as health is concerned, then your body's going to thrive in an alkaline environment. But you're obviously going to have some acidic-based foods in there as well, especially if you're looking to burn body fat and you're looking to increase lean muscle tissue and tone. If you just want to lose weight, then just follow a low alkaline level diet, and you will lose loads of weight. I'm not promising you'll look great or you'll be toned or anything else, but you'll lose loads of weight and you'll be mega healthy. What you can do is you can counteract all this acidic stuff by eating more alkaline foods, alkaline-based foods. A lot of green leafy vegetables. So don't worry too much about meat being acidic. It's not the end of the world. We don't have to there's nothing to say you must eat this and you must eat that. Just cut out processed food. Don't worry about meat being acidic. As long as you're getting plenty of green vegetables in there and amongst other vegetables, you're going to be okay. His next point, it said he recommended to increase the intake of sweet fruit, as they're more nutrient dense and natural to the body. Again, this is true. Fruit is natural, which is great. It contains fructose, so if you're consuming a lot of it, it's going to release a lot more insulin, which if you're not able to use it, so you're sitting at a desk all day, you're sitting in your ass all day, you're going to basically just deposit it as body fat. You don't need all that sugar, that quick hit at any one time, all the time. So I would kind of argue that point and say that that's really not the best way to do it. And here's a way of describing that as well. We're all completely different as human beings. What is a normal diet for an Eskimo is a completely different diet, and it's not normal for somebody who's Scottish. What is a normal diet for somebody who was born in Sweden is completely different from somebody who was born in Jamaica, and the Mediterranean to Aborigine and so on. Like, there's certain, you think about it like this, there's certain types of fruits, unless they were exported, do not grow in certain countries. So that means that it's not natural to eat them at that time. So you can't say that you should be consuming and eating more fruits, because in hunter-gatherer days and days gone by, you used to have to catch a food, kill it and eat it. You didn't have the option to eat all these fruits. Since supermarkets and exporting foods and what have you have came in, this has happened. So try and stick to what where your culture comes from. For example, a lot of Scottish people were grown to eat a lot of fish, not so much meat and fruit and vegetables and everything else, pretty much fish. And that's different for every single culture. You think about the way an Eskimo eats and how much animal blubber they eat, and then how an Aborigine will eat, and so on and so on. We're all completely different as human beings. So he had a few good points, but there's always a bit of a counter argument sometimes as far as health is concerned. And I just wanted to kind of clear that point up for you. I hope it makes sense. I'm going to be banging out loads more videos for you. But until then, speak to you soon. Bye.